I just want everybody to know that we are back. We're on episode 17, and we were going to do episode 17 last Sunday.
This is 17.
But man, it was late. It was late. I got back late. It was a long day. I had to get ready for the field. I've been out in this heat for all of this past week, sweating my balls off and doing a bunch of just some stupid stuff, some cool stuff. Yeah, I can. It's my show. What you talking about? But we're back with episode 7 of the Tailgate Show. We've got a interesting episode planned today, but I think we're going to end this. We're going to talk about a few games that coming up on the college football week 1 slate. Because that 2 Saturdays is when football starts, really. But you got some of those Thursday games and Friday games, and then you have some Sunday games too that first week. So you got games kind of spread across all those days. I thought we'd take highlights of like the big ones, like the LSU and Clemson and the Louisville and Ole Miss and Miami and I think it was Stanford. I don't know, but we take a few of those and we just preview those at the end. But first, I want to start off with our first segment, and this is a game that I kind of came up with, and I felt like this would be pretty fun for us to do. But the game is called Real or Fake, okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you guys a quote from a football coach. You guys have to tell me whether it's real or fake. And if you think it's real, you got to give me the coach who you think said it.
Gotcha.
Cool? Sound good? All right.
Got it.
So we're going to go right into this. Again, there are some real quotes and there are some fake ones. You're going to have to decide. I'm not giving any particular order. It's not like it's going to be like a real fake, back and forth. It's just going to start going, okay? All right. The first quote is, "We didn't tackle well today, but we made up for it by not blocking."
Is this like...
That's real.
This is all-time coaches. It's mostly college coaches.
Yeah. Oh, that's mostly college coaches?
Yeah. And,
okay, then I don't know, because that's an NFL coach that I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Wait. Hold.
Also NFL. So this coach was college and NFL. It is a real quote.
Hey, it's Mackey, Dad.
McKay.
John
McKay. Yeah.
It is John McKay.
Because the first ever coach of the Buccaneers, he also, when asked one time, "What do you think about the execution of your offense?" he goes, "I think it's a good idea." They had some rough years.
You guys got the first one right. That is John McKay. That is one of the quotes that I got. So we're going to go into our next quote, our second quote. Okay. And you guys, again, will give me real or fake. So what you'll do is you'll give me your initial answer if you think it's real or fake. And then if Chief or one of y'all says it's real, follow up and give me the coach. I'm going to give you guys some time to think about this. Like, it doesn't have to be right away. You can kind of think about this in your head. But our next quote is, "The Pope is 77 years old and is in charge of 1 billion people. All I have to do is put 11 on the field."
Man. Boy, Pope is a figurehead. I'm gonna say it's fake.
I'm gonna say it's real. Hold on.
And I have no idea. If I did, I have no idea.
Give me a second.
You can't be Googling.
Are you Googling it?
Don't be good. Oh yeah, don't be. Ace is like, give me a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
He's gonna type in that one. All right, you think it's real, Ace?
It's funny. Chief? It's funny. All right, because I was a big Scott Moore fan growing up. Played linebacker in South Carolina. All right. I remember I used to keep up with him. There was a coach that he talked about who loved to talk about historical figures and things like that, and that is Steve Spurrier.
It is a real quote. It is Steve Spurrier. He's got it right.
Spurrier? Oh, man.
As soon as the Pope thing, I was like, something Spurrier would say.
That is Steve Spurrier.
Say something stupid.
Anyways, all right. So first two, y'all both got the first one. Ace kind of
was this before or after he was taking a check to not do work?
Before.
Don't know exactly when this came. It was probably, I assume, if Ace talking, it's probably
it had to be. It had to be
before.
Yeah, it had to be before.
Okay, yeah, there was quite a spell there at the end where he was taking a check. I mean, we were paying him to play golf. I hear he had like a 5 handicap, so at least he was good at that.
All right, here is your next quote. Okay. "I'm not saying we will win a lot of games, but we will definitely play to try and win."
That literally sounds like the Raiders.
Every Raiders coach since Gruden the first up until now.
I'm gonna say it's real, and I'm gonna say John Gruden. Actually, that certainly makes me think of
You think Gruden would say something like that? I don't think
I'm
Gruden would
going
ever
Gruden,
say something like that.
I ain't even gonna think.
No. Say it again, Drew.
I'm not saying we will win a lot of games, but we will definitely play to try and win.
I don't know, man. That's a good one.
Ace,
I don't
you
know.
think it's real when you're going to say John Gruden like that's your answer?
I'm gonna say real, and I'm gonna say John Gruden, man.
Okay,
I'm gonna
Chief.
say real, but I have no idea who.
That's a fake quote. I made it up.
Father,
Every now and then,
Coach Drew said it.
Coach Drew. All right, here's the next one. This one's a funny quote. Let y'all decide if it's real or not. Our offensive line needs to be a brick wall, but right now they're acting like a beaded curtain at a psychic's office.
Yeah, these obscure quotes. I'm not gonna be able to nail these. I've never heard that. I'll say fake. I've never heard that.
What you got, Ace? Ace is like,
it's got to be fake. I don't know, man.
That's y'all's
I
answer?
think.
Yeah,
It's a fake quote. Yep, it's a fake
I just
quote.
never heard it. So
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's
if we're
still,
sticking with football, college and pro football, I ought to know a lot of them. But
All right, let's go with this one. Here is your next quote. No one has ever drowned in sweat.
Is that it? No one has ever drowned in sweat. Like that's it.
That's the quote. Yep. It's the liner.
Vince Lombardi. I say it's real. I say it's Lombardi. That's his kind of attitude right there.
It is a real quote. I'll give you that.
Got it right. Yeah.
Do you know the
Is it from like
mostly college coach?
what era?
You think if this is yeah, it was in the NFL or not? I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. 70s, 80s, 90s, up to 2000s. I mean,
Okay, so it's not modern day.
no, older coach. I think the end of his coaching career was early 2000s.
Okay, like I'd love to say a coach like Lou Holtz, but I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know. I feel like that's a real quote though. Like that's.
It is.
That's
I've already
something I
said it
feel like
is.
I've-
Yeah, he said it's a
it
real
is?
quote.
Okay. I feel like I know I've heard that before.
You've already got that. Give me your coach, Ace. Just give me one. Chief said Lombardi. You got it.
Barty.
If I had to pick somebody else, I don't know. I don't know. I could go with, I don't know, Bobby Bowden.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Before
that what you gonna go with?
he lost his faculties.
I want to say Lou Holtz, but I don't think that's right.
Lou Holtz. Lou Holtz is the coach who said that.
Oh, yeah.
Probably said it at Notre Dame.
At Notre Dame
Yeah.
was when he said it. All right, here we go. Next quote. We need to be like a pack of hyperactive badgers trapped inside a Denny's parking lot.
That's fake, bro. That's fake, bro. You're doing too much now.
I'll
Hey,
go with
look,
fake.
Look, okay,
Doing
It's
too
fake.
much, bro.
it's fake,
doing too
but there are some quotes that are similar that are real. Y'all ever heard of Bob Green from Montana State?
Yeah, yeah.
That dude's got some crazy sayings. He said he's the one who said, "Yeah, man, we was like a like a woodpecker in a petrified forest. Just look busy and keep getting after it." Like
Look busy and keep getting after it. I love that.
Yeah.
he was also the one that said, "I wanted to raise my kids on the depth chart." Based on the depth chart, he said Pam Green vetoed that idea, but I wanted to do it. Talking about his wife.
If you want to look up some good quotes, look up Pat Hill. Okay.
Look,
I mean-
I just took now some of the quotes that I took are popular, right? Some of them aren't as big, but it is what it is. But anyways, let's move on to the next one. Okay. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more. 4 more in total. Okay. I left my daughter's piano recital for this, and frankly, her performance had better spacing than our secondary.
Nick Saban.
Yeah. You know what? That sounds about like, but Saban doesn't say things kind of harsh like that or whatever.
Yes, he does.
Not like that. I don't think you would.
Yes, he does.
But
I'm gonna say this.
Let's see.
You've had to have picked a Nick Saban quote at some point, bro. Come on, man.
You know, I think I will say that that's a real quote, and I'm gonna say that it was Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly, right?
That's
Brian
something that
Kelly?
Yep, that sounds like something you get out of him.
Well, let's get the answer
Nick
from
Saban have a
Ruben here
daughter?
now that he's joking. Hold on. Well, actually, no, Ace, you do your thing. Go, Ace, give me your answer, and then I'll repeat it, and we can ask Ruben to see what he
Nick
thinks.
Saban. Nick Saban.
Okay, so you're going with real and Nick Saban. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So what we're doing is I'm reading off quotes from coaches, and you have to tell me whether it's real or fake, and then if it's real, which coach said it. All right. This is what we're on. I left my daughter's piano recital for this, and frankly, her performance had better spacing than our secondary.
I don't think Saban has a daughter, but it sounds like something he would say.
He does have a daughter. I think he does have a
Does he?
daughter. Yeah.
I don't know if he does.
Yeah.
I
think that's all. Yeah. Yeah.
don't
You
know
know,
what he has,
I
but-
could see Muschamp saying some stupid shit like that. I could see Kirby saying something like that. trying to think some defensive coach.
Yeah. Saban has a daughter and a son. So yeah. I thought so.
It would be a
Oh.
defensive coach, I feel like.
Yeah,
But
it's gotta be a defensive minded guy.
if
Hey,
it
let's
was.
go. I'm gonna go with Coach B.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a fake quote.
Ah,
Yeah.
Hey,
so
Ruben,
some
how
of these are
smashed
real.
look, they're good. They having a blast.
Okay.
Over there?
So
Hey,
All right, I
hey,
got
hold on,
three.
real quick. Sorry, I'm late, but Aiden, Georgia's gonna be 13. Let's go on.
Hey, is he rode probably about everything?
Yeah, to be honest, we've been in the water park the whole time.
Okay.
So he went to go ride a ride
He's
just
hot.
now, and yeah, it's blazing out here. So they've
He
had
go
more fun
with-
in the water park than everything.
Yeah. He go with Zuri.
Wait, where y'all at?
Yeah,
Carolyn.
Carolyn.
Carowinds?
Yeah, no, it's Zane's right there.
I would have
Dang.
counted school.
Yeah, she came in
Say,
yelling
wait.
at me last night. She come in the middle of Reacher. I was watching Reacher. The new season of Reacher started. She comes in. I walked in. Pay attention to me, and I was like, okay, I gotta pause Reacher first because you don't gotta pay attention, man. Reacher be noticing things nobody else notices. You gotta pay attention, or you don't get it.
Lord. What are you doing? Stop pacing around your room, man. Just sit down.
From some undisclosed college dorm in Western
Don't
North
tell me what to do,
Carolina,
man.
and is frustrated because of the
I'm
The
actually
potential
at
doom
Georgia
of the
right now.
Bulldogs.
I'm actually at Georgia right now, Ruben. So
Oh,
Yeah,
are
okay.
you really?
That's where he's getting his intel.
So that's why he has all that negative vibe, and that's why he has to walk around because he's trying to shake it off.
He's getting all
Trying
his
to-
intel right now.
He make sure it doesn't attach to him like the heebie-jeebies.
I got three.
That's true.
Oh,
All right.
changes of stuff. I got three more quotes. Again, some are real, some are fake, but I'm gonna give you. Here we go. All right, here's the next quote. I'm gonna say it. Y'all decide if it's real, who y'all think if it's real, or if you think it's fake. Ready? The quote is, "That boy don't know the meaning of that word. In fact, I just saw his grades, and he don't know the meaning of a lot of words."
I can see somebody saying that.
I'm gonna rinse and repeat. I'm gonna go real. I'm gonna go Nick Saban.
Okay. All right.
I don't think Saban would say
We're
that
just
about
gonna-
a
we're just
player.
gonna-
I think in public you get that from Saban, but I know, man.
Here, I'll give you a hint. Very popular coach in college football.
Honestly, that might be Bobby Bowden there. I'm gonna say, yeah, Bobby Bowden again.
I'm gonna say it is a quote, but I have the slightest idea who.
All right. That quote is real, and the coach that said it is Bobby Bowden.
Good job.
Is Bobby Bowden.
Yeah, I got two out of these. Wow. Okay. No, I got the one that was fake. The Badger thing that was fake. I got
Yep,
that.
you did. You got that one.
So I
All
got
right,
three.
two more.
Woo-hoo, good enough. I'm out. Hey,
Two
hey,
more.
listen, like Jamarcus Russell after he got his paycheck, got my money. Peace out, bitches. What do we pay that guy? $35 million per completion.
Got a welfare check for free.
Hey, the good news is they say that half of the number one overall picks work out. So if we get the opposite with Mendoza that we got with Russell, then we have the greatest quarterback ever to play. We have the greatest athlete ever to play a sport, probably 15 out of the next 18 Super Bowls, and he probably throws for 450,000 yards. That will make up for Jamarcus Russell.
Probably. never
Otherwise,
happened,
we
but
still got cheated.
yeah, the ones who took him. All right, two more. I got two quotes. Two.
Hey, I just signed my first NFL contract. Where are the port rinds and ring dings? Because he bought 5 truckloads of each and commenced to throwing down. I could go on about that rascal all day long.
Yeah, I mean, he gained 50 pounds
Sold
after
us.
he got drafted.
He won the national championship, got drafted first, and he was like, "Man, I can buy my own zip code." Well, you just became your own zip code.
Yeah, went straight to the buffet.
Went straight to the buffet. Nick Saban was his coach at LSU, wasn't he?
No. Hey, the key thing about what Ruben just said, he didn't go straight to a buffet. He went straight to the buffet. Whatever
Right.
the buffet is, that's where his ass plopped down.
Dave.
Jamarcus
Yeah.
Russell, man. To be fair, though, hey, Jamarcus Russell, we don't love you.
Hey,
You know,
he
in the South, we're
sold an
supposed to say
entire
bless-
fan base.
In the house, we're supposed to say, bless his heart. Well, around here, we say, bye.
Yeah, we'll holler.
all right.
He disrespected the game.
I got two more.
Let's do it.
All right, next quote says, "Look, if we don't start executing these blocks, Santa Claus is skipping my house entirely this year."
Oh, that's Lane Kiffin. I don't know. I'm just
You know what? That sounds like something that rascal would say.
What do you think, Ace?
I'm gonna say fake.
I'm
Okay.
gonna say fake. I'm gonna say fake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say fake. I couldn't think of a coach that'd say that.
I think of a few that could say that
We
would
got
say
a-
something
Or
like
well,
that.
yeah, but,
But-
We got a lane and 2 fakes.
But
Playing is fake, so it's the same shit.
That's true. That's the same thing.
it is a fake. It is a fake quote. I made that up.
Okay, so we're all right.
We're cooking.
Last quote.
Good old Wayne
Last-
Tipton.
Yeah.
Last one. All right.
Tom
Last
called him
quote.
Wayne
You
Tipton
ready?
for 3 years.
Y'all ready for this? Last quote.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Pretty sure some of y'all. Yeah. Mediocre people don't like high achievers, and high achievers don't like mediocre people.
Yeah, no, that's somebody. I heard that somewhere.
You know what? That might be one of the Harbaugh boys.
That's somebody.
All right, I tell you what, it just came to me. I'm gonna say Real, and I'm gonna say Dabo.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Dabo Sweeney.
You know, I'm gonna be. Damn, I really wish I didn't already just say Nick Saban or the one say Nick Saban.
It is a real quote. It is a real quote.
I'm gonna say Nick Saban then.
Ace locks in Nick Saban. Chief's gonna say Dabo. Ruben, you good with Dabo? Ace is right. It's Nick Saban. That is a Nick Saban quote.
Figures.
He said it at SEC Media Day in 2013,
Okay, yeah.
from a
Hey,
while
Frank.
ago.
That was the middle of his reign. He was really.
Yep. All right.
Hey, by the way, speaking of Raiders' first round draft choices, Mendoza did not look bad the other night. He took every
I
rep
missed it.
with the backups. He didn't have any starters out there. Cousins had some, you know, I mean, he didn't have Bowers. You know, that's a big deal. But our ones against their ones drove right down the field. They still had a lot of their starters in on defense. And Mendoza took the backups down the field and scored on one drive, got us in position for a field goal on another drive. So, look, man, that you can't ask for a whole lot better than that. Wait till he gets in there with the ones and you have Genty and Bowers in there. And Arizona, I hope you enjoyed because you worked hard for that win, that preseason win.
Preseason win.
So,
It doesn't
Two
matter.
things, Arizona. Number one, and we play them this year, so hopefully. But number one, the year the Detroit Lions were 0-16. Drew, do you know what was their preseason record?
They were 4-0 in the
They were
preseason.
4-0. Number one. Number two, okay, Jacoby Brissett and Garner Minshew, which if you add them both together, you might could trade them for a 6-year-old cheerleader. Okay, are gonna have to worry about this guy named Max Crosby.
Yeah,
Because
he
even
didn't
if
play.
you hold as bad as you did and didn't get any holding calls against you, you still we lost Ruben. You're still going to have trouble. Okay, so
Hey, they're at
enjoy
a
it.
water park, man. I wouldn't.
They are. Well,
I would-
Carowinds is split. You know, it has both. The one down here, and so I get it. I didn't even know until they texted yesterday right after football practice, and they asked if he could go.
Look,
Your
man.
mom's like,
Smash is time.
I don't
Yep,
care.
they're
Let him
gonna
go, yeah.
care.
because you know, once he rides that fury, he's going to go get in line again. I bet he'd
Hey.
probably be like, "Hey, can I just go again?" 'Cause that
Hey,
kid is a
and
thrill
it's like
seeker.
you said, man. You ain't got to worry about it because if someone wants to get to Smash, they got to go through Ruben,
Yeah,
and I don't think they won't think you want that.
He's, but he's okay. He's having a little fun. So, but we got to get in. We start hitting tomorrow night. It's the first night of full contact. So,
So,
See
all
what's
right,
up.
we're gonna pivot now. That was all of our quotes, real or fake.
Real or
Like I
fake.
said, it's hard. It's hard because you don't really know. A couple of those quotes sounded real, but they were fake, and a couple of the real ones sounded kind of out there. So I get it. It's hard, but we're gonna move into
there's
our
a
next
lot
thing.
of characters out there. So,
And if Ruben comes back in, I got something for him on the next one. Phone overheated. That makes sense. He's outside in the heat. But so we're going to go into our blind rankings. I'm going to give Chief a blind ranking to do and Ace a blind ranking to do. And they're two different things. Okay. So Chief, A or B?
B.
Cool. You
I would've chose
are
A
gonna
anyways,
blind
huh?
rank. You are going to blind rank live mascots in college football.
Okay.
I have 5 live mascots, and you're going to rank them 1 through 5 without knowing which one's going to come next. We've done the blind rankings before. This is just a little different. All right. So your first mascot is Smokey the Hound, Tennessee's
Oh.
mascot.
3.
Five. He
All right,
does
Smokey.
nothing, man. He just stands around. He just does nothing, man. I mean, if you think it's cool or whatever, oh, a hound dog, that's great. Okay, and nothing against hound dogs, but this dude don't do nothing.
Your next.
I mean, it's like him and Uga. What are those guys? So 5, easy.
okay,
5.
5. All right. Your next one is Uga.
4.
4.
All the
All
dude,
right.
they open the cage. He comes out. He looks around. Help, nothing to hear. He goes back in the cage. Nothing. Nothing.
All right.
0. Yeah.
So 4.
Remember
Can
on Parks and Rec when Tom and Leslie got matched up, and she was asking him, and she was like, "I'm a graduated magna cum laude," and he was like, 1. Scale of 1 to 10, and she said, "I work at the Parks Department." 1. You work there. 1. So yeah, both of those 2 are 1s.
So 5 and 4. Those are your 2 last ones.
Really,
Okay.
you've got 5 and 5, but yeah, 5 and 4.
All right, your next one is going to be Mike the Tiger, LSU's live Tiger.
Yeah, I'm gonna split the difference. I'm gonna say 2 because it does get out there and bounce around a lot and stuff. So yeah, I'll say 2. We'll go 2.
Okay.
So I got
Your
1
next
and 3
one.
left.
Your next one is Bevo, the Longhorn for Texas.
Longhorn, yeah,
That's pretty
Bevo.
cool. That's
Okay,
pretty
so
cool.
I ended up getting this right because he does do a little bit. The Hound, Smokey the Hound, and Uga don't even ever bark. Okay, but Bevo does moo a little bit and stuff and move around. So having Bevo 3, that's perfect. And then of course you got, so yeah, this works out. This worked out good. And I got lucky here, I guess. Either that or I'm just I'm clairvoyant. So
So you're going
Because-
3 for Bevo?
yep, 3 for Bevo. And then
All right.
if number 1, what I think it is,
Number
I
1 is Sir
absolutely-
Big Spur.
okay.
Now, if you want to readjust your rankings, you're more than welcome to do that.
I got
But your initial,
nah. I'm gonna go with him first because he is privately owned. Okay, he's not owned by the school. He's not funded, and he's at every game, home and away. And so the owner gets some credit for getting him there all the time, and he's always
Yeah.
there. And he does crow a little bit. He does make
Ron
some noise.
Albertatelli.
So yeah,
Very-
so
very snilly.
the
Take care
so
of
I think I ended up getting this right. I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
All
I'll go
right.
with that. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Sir Big
All
Spur.
right. All right.
And
Ace.
the guy that has him, man, that guy's interesting too, man. I almost wish we'd win a football national championship just for that guy.
Yeah, I know.
So as a fan, he deserves it.
All right, Ace. Chief went
Yep.
with B, so that means you're stuck with A. So you
Well,
are going to blind rank college football coaches
Okay.
1 through 5 without knowing who's next. All right. Your first coach is James Franklin.
Modern day, like current James Franklin.
It could be over their whole career, man. However you want it, however you see fit. This is your blind
Oh,
rankings.
That matters.
That's what I'm saying. But you
that's a
pick
good
what you
start.
want.
All
I
right,
think I'm
3.
I'll go 3. Yeah.
All right, your next coach is Kyle Whittingham, coach of Utah. Now he's at Michigan.
In the long run,
Built up Utah into a powerhouse. 4.
4.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Franklin.
That's a legit coach, man.
All
I
right.
know he is. All these are legit coaches, man.
Your next coach is Dabo Sweeney.
Frodo,
I would like to have
2 national championships.
I'm gonna say 2. I'm gonna say 2 because there's some other coaches I would put over him, even
Okay.
modern.
So
and
you have
nowadays.
2. You have
Oh yeah.
So you have 2, 3, and 4 filled. You have 1 and 5 left. Your next coach is Lincoln Riley.
5.
Right.
I
5.
can't put him 1 over Debo. Sorry, over I can't. Over Dabo, I can't.
Yeah, he's not
Just
better
for
than
that.
Dabo.
He's not better
All
than
right.
Dabo overall.
Well,
And maybe he's just behind Dabo. Truly, he's
Not a Clemson
probably is
fan.
over
He's
James
not Dabo.
Franklin. Maybe he's
All right.
he's over Franklin.
so that leaves the number 1 spot. Your last coach is Steve Sarkisian.
Fuck. Yeah, it sucks.
If you could
Sucks,
swap him
bro.
and Dabo, I think you'd be all right.
Yeah, I think if I could just swap him and Dabo.
All right. So you had initially you were to swap him and Dabo afterwards. So you got Steve Dabo 1 and Sarkisian 2. Look, man, I could have just
think
gone
that's
with the
probably
5 best
right.
coaches, but I feel like you could have interchanged them.
No,
however
that's
you
fair.
wanted. So I had to,
I put when you gave me Lincoln Riley, bam, like
okay.
there. To me,
If this was not a podcast
I
or a
would've put
live
Deep- I
show, you would have
What?
some really good stuff to pull up, Drew, for us to do against like a call-in person or something.
Yeah.
Caller.
for
We
sure.
can have some really good because there's probably some callers that
Well,
come in and
somebody-
beat us.
Somebody join. Like we just gotta. You gotta. If you know anybody that wants to join, they just need team. They don't even need teams. I can send them the link and they get on if they have a computer or phone or something.
We gotta vet
Real
you though.
easy.
We still gotta vet you a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but I don't know. All right. So
Soda Sunday, the old traditional, regular old Pepsi.
let me get this real quick.
Huh?
All right, because if Ruby
Coke's
comes
better.
back in,
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
They're pretty similar.
it
I
is.
don't see a big difference.
Coke?
but
Coke's better.
Coke and Pepsi.
Mm. yeah.
Coke's better.
They're both about the same.
Stillwine blows them both
No, Coach
away.
Bear.
Oh, y'all want to know something funny? Greenville, South Carolina.
Really?
He's from over in Piedmont, and he went to Woodmont High School. He's 25. He went to Woodmont.
Woodmont.
So yeah. But anyways, well let's move on.
You play
we
football
got
there?
what we got here is yeah. So we've got, but he was gone after I was already gone. So he graduated in
gone.
19.
Yeah.
He graduated in 19, so he would have been there, gone before you even got in high school, Ace. Really. So, anyways, let's do this. So we're gonna move on into our next portion, and we're gonna have start, bench, and cut, just two separate ones. Again, I'm gonna let Ace pick this time. Ace, A or B?
A.
All right. You got quarterbacks. You've got 3 quarterbacks. You got to start one, bench one, and cut one. Are you ready? Now,
I'm ready.
just college. No NFL, just college.
It's just
boy.
current modern day active college quarterbacks.
No, this is all past quarterbacks in college. All right.
Okay,
Your
okay,
3
that does sound nice.
quarterbacks. Your 3 quarterbacks. I'll give you the 3. You give me who you're going to start, bench, and cut. First one is Joe Burrow. Next one is Cam Newton, and the third one is Vince Young.
Man, okay. I got to start one. I got to bench one. I have to cut one.
Yep. Burrow, Newton, and Young.
As college quarterbacks, this is easy for me.
You know, it really sucks because I never really got to see Vince play, but I did get to see Cam and Joe.
Yeah, he won that national championship just before you were born.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He
That's
did.
that's what kind of makes it hard for me
Yep.
here. Like, I don't know,
While
I
you're
just
doing
think
that,
Cam
I got to
is
develop
too
because I got
talented.
one more for Ruben going back to the blind rankings, and then one for his start, bench, and cut for him too. But go ahead, Ace. Continue.
I mean,
Start, bench, and cut. You got Joe Burrow, Vince Young, and Cam Newton. You got to start one, bench one, and cut one. Pure
All
college.
national champions, 2 Heisman winners.
One should be 3 Heisman winners, honestly, but is what it is.
yeah, that's taken with an asterisk here,
Who you got?
especially by career.
If you got one
Man.
college game to win, you're going to insert this guy into an existing roster. I absolutely know my answer, no doubt.
I think in this case, based off of what Dad just said, I think I'm gonna I'll cut Burrow, I'll bench Cam, and I'll start Young.
Oh.
I think I'll do it. I think I'll do it opposite of what I.
All
would
right.
traditionally do, because I
The
think
man who was
probably
glazing Joe
makes more
Burrow
sense.
on the last episode,
Yeah.
has now
that
benched.
wasn't glazing. I'm just
or
saying
cut
single
Joe Burrow.
season. Single season.
I
Has
would.
now
Okay,
cut
so
Joe Burrow.
yeah, so mine would be absolutely no doubt start Vince
Dang,
Young.
man.
Yeah, that's my thing.
If Vince Young had been on either of those teams, especially if Vince Young had been on that team,
Lazy River right now.
Ruben's recording from the lazy river.
on the lazy river, you're probably right on the
got
border. Ruben's just going to spot and ask the question to just random people at Carowinds.
Sorry. Yeah, what was the question?
Start
Ace is
Vince
doing
Young.
his start, bench, and cut right now. I have one for you, and I have a blind rankings for you. But Ace
But
done his start, bench, and cut. So
I would cut Scam Newton,
okay.
and I would bench Burrow.
So let's go to Ruben real quick. I'm gonna give him his blind rankings. So this is how it works, okay? I'm gonna give you're gonna rank these. You got stadiums, college football stadiums. You're gonna rank them 1 through 5 without knowing which one comes next.
Williams Bryce #1.
Shut up, Ace. Dang.
My bad, man. My bad. You right, bro. You right, big bro.
I mean, just
Right.
like a Georgia boy. God almighty. Can't keep his mouth shut.
I know, man. It's not even Williams. Whatever. Okay. So your first stadium is the Big House, Michigan.
5.
5. All right. Your next one is Kyle Field, Texas A&M's.
4.
Your next one is Happy Valley, Penn State.
Oh, I want to go to a whiteout.
Let's
2.
just say it's a whiteout. 2? Okay. 2. You got Williams Bryce Stadium.
1.
I just died.
Just died.
Can't answer the question. I'm having a heart attack. I need 911.
All right. Well, your last one is the Swamp, Florida.
Damn.
I'd probably put them at 1 just because of the dude.
Can't change my order.
We're losing, man. Lazy River, man.
You could Lazy River. Hey,
We just have
That's the lazy river is the lazy river, man. You're supposed to be lazy in there. That's the whole purpose of it. I remember floating through many a lazy rivers. Also, Chief floating through many a lazy rivers. I know that was his. You remember that? What was that hotel we stayed at? They had the water park when we played travel ball, Chief.
Down at Myrtle Beach, and we used to play at those Ripken fields down there when we go down there for that tournament. But yeah, that's hotel had a lazy river, had an indoor water park, and some was on the outside.
Can't
It was
beat 'em.
awesome.
It was nice. It was nice.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I remember
So-
we went there one time and y'all were like 11 or 12 and Firmstone's sister was a couple years older than y'all and everybody was following her around.
If you bring your hot sister on those trips,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I used to have a thing for Colin's sister.
I miss the
She was
Firmstones.
way older.
Colin. Yeah. Camerado. Yeah. Brooke
Oh.
was awesome. Brooke was awesome. That's a good family too, man. We had some really good families on that team.
All right, Chief. We're gonna go to you, Susie.
All
Cut
right.
out. Here's
Bring
your
it.
start. Here's your start, bench, and cut running back edition in college football.
All right. I figured no defensive players. All right. Cool.
All right. Tell you what, I'll give you a defensive one after this.
Nah, that's okay.
I'll give Ace.
I'm good. It's
I can give Ace wide receiver one.
You're
But
running it.
your running back edition. Your 3 running backs: Derrick Henry, Todd Gurley, and Marcus Lattimore. All healthy in college.
All healthy in college.
Start Lattimore, cut Gurley, and bench Henry. Yeah.
That's where I go with too.
Solid.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Listen, man,
That's solid.
if he hadn't have got hurt, Marcus Lattimore was just going to be a terror. I mean, Georgia back then had a good defense every single year, good solid defense, and he just lit them up. You know, he tore up Alabama, you know, and they had like a big long winning streak. You know, he just, the only bad thing about his career is he played one game against Clemson, and I think he had like 14 carries for like 65 yards. And he didn't get more because they jacked up the box. And of course, we beat them like a rented mule, which
Yeah,
I'll
for real.
take because you know, they're trying to cover Jeffrey with one guy. You know, they're trying to cover. Well, it was Ace Sanders, Bruce Ellington, and Jeffrey. They were covering all those guys one-on-one. That right there is asking to get your butt whipped. I would have let Lattimore run a little more on me, but you know, you want to stop the run. So and the next 2 years he didn't get a shot because of the injuries. And but not just Lattimore was 3-4 yards every time. Not just that, but he caught the ball. He ran a perfect wheel route. He ran great little curls. I mean, he just found a way to get open. Always caught the ball. You know, that's another one of those. I mean, he'll probably always be 2 behind George Rogers, but he had a chance to surpass him. He scored more touchdowns, I think, even in his limited time. But so definitely Lattimore, and then Henry, and then I'd bench Gurley, and that's kind of crazy. But you got to remember the company that he's with there that you gave me. So
Yeah. All right. I'll give you mine. I'll go ahead and do my wide receivers. I had a wide receiver one. I'll go ahead and do it. So my 3 wide receivers that I just pulled up, this was mostly for Ruben, but I had Devontae Smith, Randy Moss, and Michael Crabtree all in college. And so here's my impromptu, which is this is a little difficult. I would go Michael Crabtree, start, bench Randy Moss, and cut Devontae Smith. And now the reason that I'm doing this is the reason I'm starting Michael Crabtree is because he's the only person ever to win back-to-back Biletnikoff awards ever in college. Randy Moss, FCS, between FCS and FBS at Marshall, I mean, almost 4,000 receiving yards and 54 touchdowns. Absolutely just insane. Yes, Devontae
I
won his
agree
Heisman.
with the cut.
Devontae won his Heisman. He had one good year, 1,800 yards, 23 touchdowns. Hard to replicate a year like that, right? There's some receivers that have done. There's other receivers that have done similar to that and didn't win the Heisman. So that's why, for me, I just think that year was a down year offensively for a lot of players performing, and that's why Devontae was able to win that Heisman. But what Randy and Michael Crabtree did are just some of the most insane careers you could have as a college receiver, you know. And then we saw what Randy went and did in the NFL. Just a threat.
Oh yeah, I mean, I absolutely 100% agree. Okay, with the, you know, I mean, I ain't gonna argue with the bench. Man, that's tough between Moss and Crabtree. I probably would start Moss and bench Crabtree, but it's hard to argue the other way.
Yeah. Like I said, only back-to-back Biletnikoff winners. He has 2. Nobody else has that many.
Okay.
So it just that's hard, man. I mean, 2007, 2008 Texas Tech, Mike Leach, man. That was that Mike Leach offense.
Yeah,
Crabtree
Mike Leach
just excelled.
yeah. The quarterbacks were more a creation of the system, but the receivers there were for the most part pretty legit.
Mhm.
You know.
So, but yeah, that's what I'd go with there. So
Crabtree had a okay NFL career. Only two
was
only
good
2
enough.
years he had over 1,000 yards.
You know, when him and Cooper were with the Raiders in that 2016 season, if Derek Carr wouldn't have got hurt, man, we were aiming for a Super Bowl. We went 12-4 that year, and he was electric in that offense.
Right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes,
Yeah,
obviously
hit 1,000 yards at
sucks. I get it. But anyways, now we're going to move into the last part, and I want to pick a few games, and I want us to kind of give our thoughts on it. And this is probably the games that all three of us are going to watch when it comes to week 1, right? Outside of South Carolina, Kent State, I'm not going to really put that up there. We'll talk about that later when we get close to it, maybe the week
Yeah.
before. But I want to point out a few big games. And the number one game is going to be Clemson and LSU. I think that's the biggest week 1 game. It's going to be a 6:30, 7:30 y'all's time Eastern kickoff on September 5th, that Saturday. LSU is at home. It's going to be a rowdy environment. They got Lane Kiffin, right? They've got Sam Levitt, some good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. And Brian Kelly the other day was even talking about this, his old team, because he coached, and he said that he thinks that Lane's going to do a better job with the defense, and the defense is going to be a lot better. And you got Clemson, who's coming in with a lot of talent. And Clemson is no longer with this buy into the hype. We're big headed. I think Clemson has a chip on their shoulder. They feel like they have something to prove. They are like, hey, keep doubting us. We're the underdogs. That's fine. Keep doubting us. That's where we want to be. And I think that's Dabo. That's where Dabo wants to be. Dabo wants them to be the underdogs. He wants them to be overlooked. LSU is going to come in with all of the expectations and all the hype and all the excitement. Anybody have any thoughts on that game outside of that? Like I said, I think this is going to be what can Clemson's offense do with Vizina against LSU's defense? And is LSU's defense going to be improved to the level of where you see it better than it was under Brian Kelly?
Dad, you go first.
Clemson's defense is going to be okay. They're going to be good. They're not going to be elite. I mean,
They'll be
I
good
guess
in the
they
ACC.
can surprise you, but they're just going to be. They're going to be good. Maybe so a little better than okay. Lane Kiffin will put up points. It all depends on Vizina. It all depends on that guy. Are you going to bring in that recruit? And let come in and play in that environment. I just don't. I honestly, I know I don't see Clemson winning that game unless LSU turns the ball over a lot. That's about that's their recipe. Now, if LSU were to turn it over 3 or 4 times, and turnovers matter about when and where, and so that could matter. If it were to steal a touchdown from LSU and to give a touchdown to Clemson, and then they get another couple of turnovers, it's possible. But I'm just looking at. I'm looking at a 31-16 kind of game. So
31-16. I would say I'm going to go
Clemson,
in.
Maybe a little different if they didn't have, Vizina started one game. Okay. Who did he start at? Syracuse or whatever? They aren't any good. Pittsburgh, whatever. None of those teams are any good, man. So
I'm going to go 34-21 LSU.
Yeah, I was about to say,
So
I think it's going to be
about the same. Yeah, that's
30,
okay.
20, 40, 20 LSU. For me,
That's what I think.
Yeah.
On Clemson's schedule, I only have them losing 2 games, and the LSU game is one of those. And, I talk to Clemson fans all the time. A lot of Clemson fans seem more certain that they're going to beat Miami rather than beating LSU, and I think that is completely backwards.
That's insane.
I think you have a better shot of beating LSU than you do Miami. I think Miami is like my one thing where I'm like, just don't get hurt that week. Like you're gonna lose, just don't get hurt so you can continue.
Yeah, mitigate the
maybe
injuries.
make the ACC championship.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So because I just think their roster, their coaching staff that Miami has is going to dominate them. But for LSU, again, it's at LSU. That's a tough stadium to play at, man. It's a tough crowd, and I fully believe that Clemson could go in there and win. I'm not saying that's not possible. I think it is possible. I think it's one of those 70-30 games where on paper LSU is gonna have that 70% chance. Starting off the game, and I just don't think Clemson has enough talent all around to beat LSU's roster top to bottom. Even special teams, I don't think they beat LSU, and that's a whole third of the game people don't even want to talk about. But I think special teams right there.
LSU is going to be way better in that area too. So yeah, listen, I'm looking at their schedule now. If they beat LSU, okay, then because I have 4 games that they have the potential to lose. All right, if they beat LSU, that removes one of those games. So I've got LSU, Duke, and South Carolina. If they beat LSU at LSU, they're going to go to Duke and win. Okay. Yeah. And then that makes them the South Carolina game becomes, instead of 50-50, becomes more like 65. So if they beat LSU, they are at least going 10-2. maybe 11-1. I still don't think. I know they have all these dreams or whatever. They're not going to beat Miami unless there's some rash of injuries.
I think at best, like them performing the best, Clemson performs the best they possibly can this season. They're 11-1. They still.
Here's the thing, though. Clemson could be at 9-3. All right, they lose to LSU, they lose to South Carolina, and they lose to Miami. They could get into the ACC championship game and get into the playoffs because they probably get in the ACC championship game if that's the case. 7-1 in the ACC, only losing to the team that's probably going to win it all. You know, is that really a good season? If I'm them, I'm mad as heck losing to your rival, losing to the other teams because look at this, man. Georgia Southern. Nothing. North Carolina isn't even really a team anymore. California is a joke. Really Charleston Southern, no. Virginia Tech's got some work to do. Florida State is a dumpster fire. You know, Georgia Tech maybe, but they don't have anything. Syracuse. I mean, they don't play like Virginia, you know, Louisville. They don't play the good teams in that conference. They really got lucky. No. This is the best schedule any team could ask for.
Yeah, and for me, well, you also have to factor in Clemson's playing 2 SEC teams this year in the regular season, and Clemson is 2-8 in their last 10 against SEC teams. The only thing better
that you could get for them would be if somehow they traded out LSU for I don't know, Toledo or something, because you got to play South Carolina and you got to play one of the top few teams in your league. This really is they're in better shape than Georgia schedule wise.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I think this is going to be a game that LSU will win, but there's no doubt about it that this is going to be the must-watch game of the first week. I'm looked at the entire slate, man. There's nothing. I mean, every other Power 4 team is playing a cupcake.
It's not any good.
It's a very boring week in terms of football.
Unless somebody gets an upset, one of those games turn out, kind of scary. So
yeah, I'm going to give y'all my second biggest game behind this, and that's Louisville and Mississippi. Now, we have Ole Miss, right, who's been picked to win 9 or 10 games by a lot of people, finished 4th, 5th in the SEC. And then you got Louisville, who has been picked to be a top 3 team in the ACC. I've picked them to finish 2nd in the ACC. Louisville, and this is a Sunday night game at 6:30. So this is going to be on the 6th. This is the next night. So Sunday night, 7:30 kickoff Eastern time at Ole Miss, though. Louisville and Ole Miss. Louisville's got a great offense. They've built upon last season. So this will be the first test for Ole Miss and Louisville itself. This is a test for both teams right at the beginning. Just
Ole Miss has a better. That matters.
I agree.
That'll be a good game. I will be watching that game, I'm sure. So, yeah, I mean.
Because the NFL don't start until 3 days later, so this is why they have the Sunday games.
Yeah. So, Clemson, LSU, that one. I'm wondering which game would be, honestly, I don't know which game's going to be fun. They both should be 2 good games. I think the Ole Miss, LSU, or Ole Miss, Louisville game will be a closer game.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Now, Monday night, see, that means we're going to record right before that Louisville and Ole Miss game starts, basically, on that Sunday. So
we could record during the first half.
We could do that.
It starts later, though.
Yeah.
Well, that's Memorial Day, so it doesn't matter. I'm off the next day.
Yeah. So I am too. Now, the next Monday.
They probably won't have any classes.
Now, my third game. The only reason I'm picking this is
I'll probably be busy.
The only reason I'm picking this is because it's early in the season. You have SMU versus Florida State the Monday night, the 7th. So that next Monday, 7:30.
SMU.
Yeah, but man, it's different for them. I mean, this is where you're going to figure out all you need to about Florida State in that week 1. Is Mike Norvell, does he actually have a team that can compete, or is it just going to be like the last 2 years? And that's where you're going to find that out. That's going to be a big game for me because you're going to get to see who Florida State really is, and if SMU is going to be a top-ranked team and a contender or not.
Yeah, I like Rhett Lashley. I think SMU. I think SMU is a good team. I think he's a good coach. They definitely went into the right conference for them. I don't know, man. But I just think they'll win. I think they'll beat Florida State. I don't know. It's Labor Day. I don't know if I'll watch that, how much I'll watch, but probably some of it. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Toss up there.
So for me, like I said, Louisville, Ole Miss, and Clemson, LSU. These are the two must watches, and of course they're primetime.
Yeah.
These are the two primetime games. It's it is what it is. I think both are going to be on ESPN.
Do they have times
so-
for all the games decided yet?
They do.
Or
They do. All the times have been decided. South Carolina and Kent State are going to kick off at 12:45 Eastern.
Okay, so basically middle of the day, noon.
Noon game. Let's see. Texas is at 2:30. They play Texas State. But like you said, look at Furman plays Tennessee at 2:30. Auburn and Baylor. Now that might be a good one, right? Auburn and Baylor at 3:30 y'all's time on that Saturday will be probably interesting because both teams had relatively the same success last year. They're about the same, middle of the road. This is a chance for Auburn under Alex Golis, the new coach, to take a step, and we'll see.
Yeah, that week before, though, Memphis plays UNLV.
North Carolina and TCU on the 29th. That's that Saturday before. NC State and Virginia will play on the 29th as well. New Mexico State and Florida State, that's 6 p.m., like you said.
See, we'll have our jamboree that day, so for Smash, so we'll be that. And then
Florida State, New Mexico State, 6 p.m. on August.
Man, they got a bunch of games on that Friday before, too. I don't like that.
It's a
we
bunch of
do
them.
the high school and everything, and I'm helping and everything.
Yep.
So that's just kind of a mess.
There's nothing really that big, though. I mean, on that Friday, you got Miami and Stanford, Southern Cal and Fresno State, and UTEP and Oklahoma. I mean, it's, this is kind of a, it's going to be kind of tune-up games for a lot of these teams, even though.
Yeah.
So you're not really going to miss much. It's not like you're missing you're not missing some kind of like.
I'm just trying to see if there's any other game because we're going to pick like 10 games every week, right? Or something, or five
we
or
do
something.
need to do a pick 'em.
I don't know how we're
going
to, I don't know how we should be able to pull 5, that first week, but I'm just looking through and there's just no,
it's not a
there's
lot.
just no games. No.
Nope. But I'm telling you, man,
you already said 3 of them. So, well, Wisconsin, Notre Dame, that won't be a game. Yeah,
Now,
I'm with you, man. Washington.
Week 2 is the big one.
Yeah, week 2 gets interesting.
It's Oklahoma, Michigan, which will be very interesting.
Yeah, that's going to be
and then
good game.
It'll also be Alabama at Kentucky, September 12th. That'll be a little different. And then you have, I think that's when you're going to have Texas and Ohio State, obviously. That's your big one.
Hey, South Florida Army. I mean, it's not high-profile teams,
Probably
but
watch
that's going to be a good game.
I'll watch it.
I'm just looking for anything else that's interesting. I don't see it.
Week 3 is where it's going to.
Tennessee, Georgia Tech. That might be.
That'll be interesting.
Game. Yeah,
that will be interesting.
So that's a good week 2 game. Yeah, Ohio State, Texas. There you go. I knew there was something else. Yeah, that's the rematch from last year. Yeah, at Texas. Hey, that Georgia Southern Clemson game, man, that's looking pretty.
You got Alabama and Florida State that week 3. That'd be interesting just to see.
Yeah.
Last year they took.
Alabama
week 3 gets good, man. Week 3 gets good because let's look at week 3. LSU and Ole Miss, big one.
That's the highlight.
Bowl.
That's the highlighter. Yeah, that's the headliner. That is the game right there.
That's the Kiffin Bowl, man. That's the Kiffin Bowl. And then, of course, it has to be. But then you got, week 4, let's look at this, Texas and Tennessee. Week 4, Texas at Tennessee. Big one. Let's look. Iowa, Michigan, that might be a good one. Florida and Ole Miss, that'll be a good one. Let's see what else in week 4. Georgia and Oklahoma, big one. South Carolina at Alabama, big one. So, yeah, man, this is going to be a little interesting. I think each week you're going to have 4 or 5
win that. You're looking at some potential bowl eligibility there. So
if you can win those first 4, we play Mississippi State week 3. So that'll be a good game.
You should win the first 3. So then if you can go out there and beat an Alabama team, that might be really good. So
I think we will. I already told y'all I think South Carolina starts off like 6-0 and then 7-0 and then back half kills us, but good start, I think.
And we got some NFL previews to do.
Yes, and that starts the week after, which September 9th. So that Thursday night game, definitely. And now, so that's what I got.
No doubt.
What'd you think, Ace? What's your most looking forward to game in the first couple weeks?
In the first couple weeks.
Yeah, what
The
you
first
excited
couple of
for,
weeks,
man?
I'm looking forward to Texas Ohio State.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm most looking forward to.
That'd probably be it.
I mean, but
that will be. That's
there's
going to tell you a
something-
lot.
there's something inside of me that's saying that Ole Miss LSU to me is more must watch. I don't know why. I don't
It's
know
more
why.
must watch because of the Kiffin, deal. But as far as the games and the overall national picture and everything, Texas Ohio State is bigger, man. I mean, this is
Plus, you're getting an early college football playoff matchup right there.
yeah. It's two teams that should make it. That have a good chance to make it. I'm pretty sure Ohio State will.
Dude,
Texas
that
should
could be your national
so
championship. I mean, very well.
It's possible. I just don't. I don't know.
Same.
I mean, it's two teams that could be there. Yeah. So, and really, you got two of the probably the most sought quarterbacks in the draft the next year with Sayan and with Manning. So that quarterback draft next year is going to be. This year was not that good. I mean,
Yeah, you
after
only
Mendoza, what did you have? And you saw it. What Carson Beck?
Yeah.
He looked really good against guys that'll be, working on the docks and on construction sites in a month or stockbrokers. So
he looked good against the Raiders 4 stringers. Good job.
yeah. Well,
Looked fantastic.
Well, yeah. I mean, he didn't play, so I don't know. Yeah, but we'll see.
I
what
can't
happens.
believe. You know what's funny? This is what's funny about that is we come out, Kirk Cousins leads us down the field, we score,
Yeah,
and then he comes
looked
out.
Good.
He comes out, right? Jacoby
So did
Brissett's
other
in
few
the whole
starters
first
that
half.
they had. Yeah, I know. Brissett and freaking Minshew, boy.
It's like, what do y'all do?
If Minshew plays in a game and doesn't throw 3 picks, he is cheating destiny.
Yeah, pretty much. Because he did it with us all the time.
Yep.
So that's the way it is. Hey, like I said, look, this is great. It's a good time. It was good to get back from the field and be able to do this. I apologize I couldn't last week. Man.
I
And
get
then-
it. I get it. You had stuff to do.
And
It
what
is okay.
sucks is that second, third-ish week of college football, we will not be able to record because I will be out at Gunnery. And that's, it's going to suck. So I'll miss those
We'll
2
figure it out.
weeks. I'll probably come back after that third week and we can do a little recap, maybe a longer episode, whatever we got to do.
Yeah.
We can also do
figure it
stuff
out.
during the week. We
We'll
can
figure it
also
out.
do
Yeah.
stuff during
It'll
the week.
have to be Wednesdays for me.
That's fine. That
So
works for me too.
what about you?
Easy.
Ace?
Yeah, man. You
Well,
just-
man, it's gonna depend, man, because obviously I have certain nights where I have to be on duty, and then I have practices for all season lacrosse for our captain's practices, so I don't know what to exactly.
So, yeah,
expect.
Ace is an RA this year in
And
college. So he's he's a
Yeah.
boss man.
He's the snitch.
So, yeah,
He's a narc.
Narc.
He's a narc.
Narc.
Yeah,
What
I
you
got,
do
I
is
got a
when
bunch of forms. I got
When they
to get
come
these
and
guys to fill
bother
out.
you, okay, when they come and bother you and you don't feel being bothered, just pull a Ron Swanson. Work out your own problems like adults.
Yep.
Next thing you know, 2 guys are fighting out in the common area.
That's cool,
Hey,
man.
it's fine.
Just
keep
leave
it
in your
down.
own room.
You do your job, man. We
Leave
got
in your own
you.
room. That ain't my problem.
We'll
We
still
will,
be here.
we will figure it out. Okay. So we'll figure that's not a big deal. All right. We still
We
can
will
always
always
catch
be
up.
here.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Ain't going nowhere.
Yes,
I'm not
Sundays.
going anywhere.
Sundays are pretty much always good for me. I don't have anything on Sundays, not that I know of yet.
So most episodes drop Sunday night or Monday.
Or-
so we'll
Hold
figure
on,
it out.
I think the 30th. We have all the tutors have to go meet.
But yeah, you're also a tutor too. That's right.
Hey, by the
Yeah,
way,
don't do too much here.
Ace, I like Ace's little poster in the back. Pretty sure I got that for him. I think.
You did. Jermaine
Yeah,
Cole, 2014
yeah.
Sources Drive. Yep.
Yep, legendary album. Got your flag, 250.
I got the 250. Yep.
Heck yeah, sounds
Mhm.
good. As you know me, hey, let me see if I can. Let me show you. What do I got? My video in a sec. Come on. We'll do this. See, as you can see, I got mine up. Got a little 2014 Forest Hills Drive with the album and then, the J. Cole thing or whatever, which I should get signed. I know you got one of these. Something. Stacy gave you one, I think.
Yeah, I have it. I have it.
Signature. Unfortunately, I didn't get that. It's whatever. But it's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah, classes start for me tomorrow, so
Well, good luck, man. Everybody
Yeah,
who's watching,
that's
make sure
right.
y'all give Ace good luck on his third year as being a narc.
It's
First
his
time.
year as a narc. but
Yeah, first
third
year's
year.
in narc, but third year in college. Yeah, everybody
Actually, in
hopefully-
my lobby right now,
Yeah.
our cycling is really good here. And in the lobby, they have their cycling poster, and under it, they have just a giant beer sign. If that lets you know what's going
Hey.
to happen in this storm the next few weeks. So this is
Also,
not gonna be-
anybody-
it's not good.
Let me check this real quick before we go. Hold on. If anybody,
So Ace doesn't drink a lot of beer, but Chris Wilson drinks a lot of beer, don't he?
yes, he does.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
If you email, if anyone who's watching this and they want to jump on or they want to send in anything they want us to talk about, anybody, all right, you can email the tailgate show 2411@gmail.com. I have our own Gmail set up finally just for
Okay.
this. You could send in whatever you want. Even if you just had something big happen in your life and you just want us to recognize it on the show, that's fine. We'll give you some big booms, okay? We'll give you some big booms.
Boom. Boom. Yep, I love that.
Oh, I'm sorry your grandfather
Costco
died. He gets
guy.
5 big booms.
I'm so sorry about your grandfather passing.
A
Boom.
life
Boom.
well.
But anyways, yes. So everybody, this is episode 17 of the Tailgate Show. We're about ran up completely on our time, so
Okay.
I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta cook some meatloaf tonight, so and I think we got a
Alright.
Sam's Club to pick up.
I got to prepare for a full week
Oh,
of
yeah.
practice and a bunch of other stuff. And of course, I got that
Sounds
doc.
like
I got to
fun.
go to the doctor tomorrow. Let's hope we get good news.
Heck yeah! All right, Ace, you have fun. Do your thing. Remember,
All's
anybody,
life, yeah.
reach out to the show. I've already gave you the email. Whatever y'all want us to cover, talk about, you want to come on,
That's right.
just let us know. We have to
Yep,
vet
wanna
you
come
first.
on? Yep, we can
I'm not going to vet you
you.
though. I guess it's going to be the other two vetting you.
It'll
I
be
don't know.
Chief.
Yep.
Gee.
So you'll have to answer some questions. Maybe even take a polygraph test. Who knows?
No,
So-
no, it's no big deal. Just want to make sure you don't have any ulterior motives or anything. Just want to come on. Hey, look, you can come on and tell us, hey, you're wrong about this. You're wrong about this. You're wrong about this.
And we need to get
Yeah.
Twinkamania. Twinkamania.
Yeah, we
needs to-
need
Yeah,
to
we
get
need to-
Twinkamania. You know, we're not mad at you. We're not going to make fun of you or anything, but we'll tell you what we
He's funny.
think, and hey, maybe even you can win us over. You
Yeah,
know, I'm
who knows?
open-minded, so I'll listen. Unless, of course, you want to say anything that but hey, well, Jamarcus Russell was a good thing for the Raiders. Yeah, it started our 20 years of disparity, so that's a great thing.
Yeah. Hey, what you told me about Smash the other day? Smash told Chief, he's like, man, you got to, when you were a kid, you got to watch the Raiders when they won.
They won.
Now I get to
Simple.
watch the sucky Raiders.
Yeah, it sucks, man. Life of a Raiders
Hey,
fan.
it'll change. It'll turn around. All right. At some point, it'll turn around and change. But that's
Yeah, well, we left practice the other night, and so I started the game, and so Smash watched the first drive with Cousins and then whatever, and then when they came on so I'm driving and he's got my phone and he's watching the game, and so I pulled over so that I could watch Mendoza's first drive, and then I started driving home again. So we got home later for supper and everything, but it was worth it.
dang.
So, and then we were eating and watching the game, and then of course he didn't want to go take a shower and get ready for bed and everything, and I was like, look, dude, just calm down,
Happens.
because he was like, I mean, every little play, it's just the preseason, it's no big deal, we're looking for other stuff. And what I saw was really encouraging. There's some things with the DBs that they need to work on, but Max
Was a good
Crosby, Tonka Hemingway, they'll make the DBs better when they're actually on the field. And I
Yeah.
saw some good stuff from Mendoza. So, real quick, the Mendoza and Kirk Cousins commercial. If you watch that preseason game,
Step
if you've
Brothers?
seen it, if not, Google it. It was like a parody or whatever of Step Brothers, and it was
But pretty good.
hilarious, man. I loved it. It's about time the Raiders do stuff like that. Besides just
Yeah.
making great promises and then going 4-13. So it was awesome.
Yeah.
I better
It was
rewatch it.
freaking funny.
Mm.
Yeah, that was good. That was fun. So I think it's going to be a good year. I think the NFL is going to be interesting this year. It's
It
a
will
little
be.
more open. I think you've got several teams that could do it. So, hey,
All right.
thank you guys. Thank everybody that listens. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the people that are important to you.
Well, that's going to do it. Episode 17 is a wrap. Appreciate y'all, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Gosh, I'm so white.
All right, you stop it.